I think putting myself as a mentor in this program meant that I could get to work with undergrads, which you don't get an opportunity to do during your normal life. And it also meant that I could hone my mentorship skills at the same time. It was quite difficult a task to find a project that would fit within the 8 weeks stipulated by CRUK. But I think the way I designed the project was that the student has an opportunity to learn different techniques, but at the same time, also understand the scientific rigor that's required to do research. So I had an overarching idea and I let the student play around with their own independent ideas a bit as well. I would definitely take up the opportunity again because it just gives you access to students and help them get interested in science, which I feel is sort of going down a bit because of the way the undergrad curriculum is. It can be a rigid system, so people don't understand how what it's like to do lab-based research. So I feel like this is an opportunity to get younger students interested in research. And in terms of approaching it differently, I think I would just have a more structured timeline. Considering how I would want to stay in academia, mentoring students is an important aspect of that. I think this has given me the opportunity to actually get a first-hand experience of what it's like to mentor a student. And apart from that, the interview process as well, where we actually had a lot of candidates to select from, and you only had one spot for each project. Just don't be hesitant to apply to a program just because you don't have experience, because you never know what a mentor is looking for. It might just be an enthusiasm to do science and an interest to doing a particular project. So you should never be hesitant to apply for a project or this program.
Well, I thought it was extremely positive and extremely rewarding. The grant writing itself was a very useful experience, being able to crystallize scientific ideas into a concrete summer project. It gave me the skills that and the confidence to now create and write larger postdoctoral fellowship applications that I'm doing now.
I'm Adriana Fonseca, and I'm a postdoc in the Bundle Lab at the Early Cancer Institute. So I decided to apply to be a mentor on this program because I actually got a chance to do a research placement when I was an undergraduate student, and it was really key in developing my skills as a scientist and then making me realize that I wanted this as a career, and I really wanted to help someone else have that same experience. So the main thing I've learned about being a mentor to an undergraduate student is that communication is incredibly important, especially communication about the basics of our work and the basics of the project that you're helping them to do, because it's really easy to forget that what we're doing is quite niche and that they have, loads of knowledge from undergrad, but it's much more spread out, and we really need to kind of focus in on some of the things that they'll want to be thinking about. I would really recommend being a mentor on this. It's really rewarding to kind of help someone develop their own project and watch them grow. It's really good for learning about what you're like as a mentor, learning more about yourself, thinking about your project in different ways because the student brings different things in. I think this experience will be really beneficial for me because it's really helped me develop kind of my leadership skills and my project management skills. They're kind of things that you don't work on so much early in your career. So I'm very early into my postdoc